Hello. Guidance 2222 has returned. Welcome back, Guidance. You're doing the Brian Rose thing again. I thought I'd put you straight about the Brian Rose thing, Guidance. I don't know whether that's Brian Rose who's filming for Bill Maloney at Brian Harvey's MI5 setup in Parliament Square. It looks like Brian Rose, or the cameraman looks like Brian Rose. I spoke to that man. I said I made it a point to try and speak to everybody there because it was quite obvious something weird was going on. Ben Fellows had done his walk and his protest had been promoted on social media for weeks on end, followed and supported by a lot of people, except they weren't in Parliament Square to greet him after he'd walked 300 odd miles to protest against corruption. There was just me and a group of 12 people who turned up with Brian Harvey. So very quickly I wondered what was going on. And I tried speaking to everybody, and it seemed quite clear to me that all the people in that group had been told not to speak to anybody that wasn't in their group, because they weren't very communicative. For people that had turned up at a protest, thought they might have been pleased that somebody had actually showed up. You know, oh, somebody's come along to help us and support us. No, they were very cagey. Anyway, the man I spoke to, who was doing the filming for Bill Maloney, sounds a little bit like Brian Rose. He looks a little bit like Brian Rose in my opinion. I don't know whether it is Brian Rose. I get the impression, Guidance, that you want me to say that it's Brian Rose. I don't know one way or another. I'm not that interested in it. You can work it out if you want. I've got bigger fish to fry. And there is a thing with all these conspiracies going on online, these outlandish claims that people make, that you can spread yourself too thinly. And I'm involved with the Brian Harvey, Bill Maloney, John Wedger thing at Parliament Square. So that's my thing. Guidance, I believe you're involved with the Hampstead thing. I don't believe that case at all. I don't believe they were sacrificing babies at satanic rituals and eating babies. I don't believe that. Sorry if that disappoints you. But what I say about my life is absolutely true. And I try and stay away from people involved in these kind of conspiracies. Because I don't want people to dismiss me as some sort of weird conspiracy theorist who's making up lies. Okay? I'm not involved with a group. I represent myself with my truth, and that's it. Also, Guidance, I don't care if you doubt me. You're quite right to doubt people. People should doubt people online that are saying things, really. Not just jump on and start believing them, go around trolling people because they're saying something different to the person you believe in. Yeah, I expect to be doubted. In fact, I trust people that would doubt me. Yeah, ask me questions then. Ask me sensible questions. Test me. There's too much of this belief thing going on. It's like a religion, faith-based. But like I said, I don't really care, Guidance. I don't know where you are in the world. If you're in London, I'm wondering why you didn't come down to the Tavistock Centre in Hampstead and speak to me. You know, I'm always up for a chat, Guidance. You can come and ask me any questions you like. You can look me in the eye while I answer them. Alright. Of course, the other thing, Guidance, is I don't ask to be believed. Made that point clear on many occasions. I want the police to investigate my allegations, that's it. I don't expect people to believe me. I don't expect the police to believe me. I think they should look into what I've said and start going and questioning people and taking statements and interviewing people under caution. That's what I think. So there you go. I'll put it on the table. If you want to speak to me face to face guidance, let me know. No problem. Brian Harvey said I'll be on Sean Atwood's next. That'd really put his nose out of joint if I turned up on there, wouldn't it? He'd be very upset about that. Because he wanted to speak to Sean a long time ago. And got very frustrated and irritated that Sean Atwood wouldn't acknowledge his existence. How does that feel, Brian, when somebody doesn't acknowledge your existence? It's upsetting, isn't it? Maybe that's karma for you, who knows? Of course, Brian Harvey got very upset when Alex Billfield also didn't end up speaking to Brian Harvey. Again, a little bit of karma, you know. Desperate to speak to people that want to ignore you. Wonder how that feels. I wonder what that feels like. I've no idea. Anyway, thanks very much for your support.